What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited to have you. I always get excited when you get here. Thank you. No, but today we are going to switch the video. I'm all nervous. Look. Today we are going to switch the video up just a little bit. Instead of, well, I'm not going to talk about law school as much because finals are over, thank God. I have a little break. I'm actually taking sort of a break this summer. I'm not going to take summer school classes, but I am going to extern. But yeah, I'm just taking a break this summer. I need a break. I went to school 2 years straight and it was a lot. So but yeah, I still have work and stuff that I have to do. So today you guys are going to get ready with me. We're going to chit chat. We're going to talk about what's going on in the world because the social media has been lit. The outside, I'm like, the streets just opened up and people are acting up already. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm here for it, okay? What are we gonna talk? We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about Miss Porsha, cause girl, not you to go right before Hot Girl Summer really get lit. Okay, we're talking about Porsha, J.Lo, she not playing no games with nobody. Who else? There's a lot going on. Leave Scott Peterson alone. Leave him alone. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about, oh my gosh, so I might as well just get started now. Let's just get started now. So, there's a lot going on. This past weekend, I went out with some friends from school. And when I tell you that law students, they know how to party. Like, I had way too much fun, and I haven't had a lot of fun in a minute just because I've been so busy. I'm launching the website for my business this week, which I'm really excited and nervous about. So Be Hyphen Co is officially launching this week and I'm excited. But yeah, so I've just been on go. Even once finals were done, I think I slept maybe for like a day. I slept like a day where I just did nothing and I felt so guilty, but I just was exhausted. But yeah, so I hadn't gotten out. I hadn't really had much fun. I really wasn't even sure if I wanted to go out and have fun just because I was just so exhausted and I know I have so much stuff to do. But anyways, okay. So I went out with my classmates this weekend and they don't play, okay? When they said they was ready to have fun, they were ready to have fun. Like, first we went to this little restaurant and it was like brunch. Now, I know people been in quarantine. We haven't been around people much or whatever, but I still think it's very important that we treat other people with kindness. And I think some people forgot what that was once quarantine let out, because the service at this restaurant, they were so mean. I had never experienced this before. Like, I had never experienced like service being so rude. I was highly disgusted. I ended up letting the manager know like how the server was treating us, and he ended up making up for it. So I was very satisfied with his with the way he handled it. But some of y'all waiters, like, get it together, because I tip, and I tip very nicely, but I tip according to how you treat me. I don't care what your expectation is, because I know your job is hard, but I tip according to how you treat me. So you treat me nice, I treat you better. You treat me foul, I'm telling on you. So that's what happened. But anyways, but yeah, y'all, we have fun. Oh, another disclaimer real quick. I'm not a makeup artist. My sister is, though. And so everything I've learned is just from picking up from her doing my makeup. So if you guys have makeup tips or anything, please leave them down in the comment section below, because I would greatly appreciate it. But I'm just gonna do my own little basic face today, so don't mind me. Just enjoy the show. Right? No, but yeah, so we had a good time though. So yeah, that's all I can say. Law students don't play. They do not play. They was ready to get it popping. So we had mimosas And then after I bought, sorry, hold on one second. I bought new sponges. You know, I'm a Target mom. So I bought these from Target last night because my other sponges were just filthy, and no matter how much I cleaned them, it just wasn't good enough. So excuse the extra noise. But yeah, so anyways, after we had brunch and stuff like that, we all like just hung out by the pool, chit chat, talk. It was so cold, and one of my classmates wanted to get in the pool so bad, and the thing about it was I did not come prepared to get into the pool. I would at least bought a swim cap. I don't even know if my wig was glued on. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I was not getting in nobody's pool, and it was cold as hell. The weather has been so funky out here recently, and so yeah, I definitely was not getting in the pool. But he kept trying to throw people in the pool, and one of my other classmates was not here for it. He was like, you don't want to do that because I don't want you to have to find out what I'm gonna do to you if that go down. And I just thought that was so funny. So long story short, he was the only person in the pool that day because it was just too cold. But what I do want to talk about, y'all gotta fill me in, Miss Porsha. Miss Porsha. Porsha Williams. She ain't no joke. I like Porsha. Here's the thing, I don't really watch reality TV much anymore. It just got too toxic for me, I'll be honest with you. And that's any series, but it's just too toxic. I have to be very mindful about what I intake, because I just feel like those type of spirits and energy take over you, and I lose my mind getting caught up in the drama. It's addicting. So I don't watch it as much anymore. But it, you know, I've been watching The Real Housewives since it was Orange County, like the original crew. So yeah, but anyways, so Porsha is somebody I do like. She's so gorgeous, she's just so pretty, and she's so lively, and she's so fun. So she's someone I actually enjoy watching on the show. But girl, not you put on for the hot girls before hot girl summer even started. Now Porsha allegedly is engaged to her old homegirl, soon to be ex-husband. That's a lot. That's a lot for me. That's a lot. There's so many legal issues with that, but I'm not even gonna go there because school is out. But that's a lot for me. I was not expecting that. But according to Porsha, old girl Fallon wasn't none of her friend. So I guess I'm torn in between the two, because I'm like, well, if old girl wasn't none of your friend, then I don't really see what the big issue is. Like, you snooze, you lose. And I'm not trying to be mean, because I've been cheated on before. I know exactly how I feel. It's not nice, it's not kind. I don't recommend nobody to do it. I've never cheated, ever. Ever. But I have been cheated on, so I do understand that don't feel good. And I can only imagine a divorce, because it was like heartbreaking when I left my ex. But even with that, it's just like, you know, so a divorce period is hard. Like, I can only imagine. And then you divorcing 40 million. So hold on a second, let me open this. So Porsha claimed the girl Fallon wasn't none of her friend. And I watched this interview with Nene Leakes, and Nene was saying, like, it's possible that that's the case, I guess. So, you know, these storylines on these reality TV shows, a lot of them are fabricated. A lot of them are manufactured. They're not real life scenarios. They're scenarios that are manufactured, you know, for the sake of entertainment. And so, what Nene was saying is, like, it is possible that this girl didn't really know this girl, you know, that Porsha didn't really know this girl Fallon, or they weren't really friends before the show started. But according to Fallon, when Fallon was talking to Candy on Candy little show, she was saying it was cool. But see, the lawyer in me, I listen to people's language, because I'm like, it's one thing for, like, For example, to me, it's one thing if my husband and your husband is cool and we go to dinner or we out time to time or whatever the case may be, you know, we didn't kick it or whatever and we vibe, it was cool. But girl, that's completely different from a friendship to me. We're cordial, we know each other. I can't say me personally, this is not me personally, but I'm just speaking from devil's advocate. Like, I don't know if I would expect loyalty from somebody where that was our relationship. We was just cordial. We weren't really friends. If I'm not calling you, telling you my business, if you're not calling me, telling me your business, if I don't seek you for advice, like real life advice, it's one thing to get professional advice or to get a referral. But if I'm not seeking you for advice and stuff like that, you're probably not my friend. And I wouldn't expect loyalty from you. So if they was cool on that type of level, then I cannot say that I think Porsha is wrong. That's 40 mil. And I'm not encouraging gold digging. But Porsha worked hard for her money. And I was doing a little bit of research. And after Cordell did what he did to her, you know, she had to pick herself up back by the bootstraps. Like, you know what I mean? And put on for her city. So, I mean, I can't really be mad at her. I think she pulled some hot girl stuff. Like, the thing is, men do it all the time. Especially wealthy. Because the thing is, ain't nobody talking about Simon being messed up for getting with his wife, his ex-wife homegirl. Everybody going at Porsha like she wrong, but I did not hear not a near single person say, "Ooh, Simon, you foul for going for your ex-wife homegirl. Oh, you've been looking at your ex-wife homegirl all this time." Nobody said nothing to him. So that's the thing that got me twisted in the situation, is like, y'all didn't speak on him like he was wrong. Dennis was his friend. They did business together. They was in the same industry. So if anything, it's more valid that Dennis and Simon was friends, and somebody needed to be hollering at Dennis. And it was interesting because I was watching Wendy Williams, and let me just be clear, I don't really watch TV, especially during the semester. So I was in my bed. I didn't even really know what was going on, but I got caught up in the hype. And so, you know how the algorithms are on YouTube and stuff like that. So this is how I ended up getting all this info. But anyways, plus being a law student, I'm a researcher, so I'll be doing my research. But anyways, long story short, Wendy Williams was like, "Oh, boys don't do that. Boys don't break the boy code like that," or something to that effect. And I don't want to put words in Miss Wendy's mouth because she's the GOAT. But it was something to that effect. And my whole thought process was like, Dennis and Simon was cool. If you hear the conversation, even when Fallon was snitching, even when Fallon was saying what she needed to say about her situation, she said, "Oh, Simon and Dennis was cool. They, you know, in similar industries. We met through them. Blase, blase." So, why y'all not mad at Simon? And he proposed. So he's the culprit. He proposed. Then you have old girl that came out, posted her video all in Simon car, kicking it, this, that, and the third. And her little story was a little suspect too, and I'm not going to speak on this because I'm not trying to be messy. But it was just, I listen to details. So when I hear details like, "Oh, you know, we met up, we linked up, whatever," like, that don't necessarily mean that y'all have an affair. I've met, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but I've been out in the clubs or out with my friends back in the day when I had time to do that, and like maybe you meet a group of females or even a group of dudes if you're out with your girls, and you meet a group, you know what I mean, and the vibe is just cool, so y'all kick it, y'all decide to take the party elsewhere. It's been plenty of times when we didn't have fun with people outside of our regular friendship, and maybe we done flexed in their vehicle or did whatever we did just for the sake of having fun. And that didn't make it an affair. It didn't go nowhere from there. Nobody slept with nobody, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Even if we was cool and chit chat afterwards. Okay, I did this wrong. That's a little too much cheek for me. Okay, You know why? Because I'm used to using my other brush where, okay, that's what I get. It's okay. I'm gonna have to fix this because that's a lot of cheekbone. See, I told you I'm not a makeup artist, so whew, we're gonna have to fix that. That's a lot of cheekbone for me. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I mean, like, that don't mean it wasn't a fair or whatever the case may be. And maybe he was getting a divorce, you know, maybe he didn't know what he was going to do yet. Maybe he hadn't made a decision at that point that he wanted to be with Porsha for real. But Porsha wasn't finna sleep on 40 million, I can tell you that. And the rumor been going on that Porsha was messing with a married African. Because even before this story broke, Claudia Jordan had busted Miss Porsha out about getting a car from a married African. Marlo Hampton was on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee. I love you, Jason. I love you. Jason be keeping it real. I love Jason. They sleep on Jason, but Jason was like, I don't care. I'm putting my foot on next no matter what. So shout out to you, Jason Lee. But anyways, and I did hit your DM about getting an interview, so you know, it would be nice to hear from you. But anyways, okay, my bad. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Child, I was doing too much talking. My whole camera shut off. But yeah, so going back to what I was talking about before. Marlo Hampton was on Hollywood Unlocked. And she low-key spilled some tea too about the fact that Miss Porsha was messing with married men. Well, she didn't really say Porsha. Let me not speak on Marlo because Marlo don't play either. And I don't want Marlo coming for my neck. I love her. She is like, she is lit. I love her. She is so pretty. And she's just so confident. I love it. But she had made a little slight comment about people was messing with people's husbands. So, but it ain't never people husbands out here running the streets. So I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say about that one right there. But yeah, Porsha, I think she'd go a boy worth 40 million. That's the ultimate come up and the ultimate lick. And like Marlo said, Porsha worked too hard. She got a baby. She trying to secure the bag. So, and then she's such a goat. Not you had your baby daddy and your fiance in the same picture. You lit for that. My baby daddy is not going for that. I could tell you that right now. Ever. Ever. My baby daddy is not going to think that's cute or funny. It's not. No. And he got a world tour of baby mamas. And I guarantee you right now, I don't think he's going for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. But we're not gonna go there right now because that ain't my issue. But let's talk about the next hot girl on the list. J.Lo. J.Lo don't play. Jen and Ben, are y'all here for it? Let me know in the comments below. Because I feel like Jen and Ben is my generation when pop culture was smacking, when it was Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, Jen and Ben. Like, it was just the news of the century back when I was little. So I'm actually a little excited for them. I really like them. I think I was really shocked when she got with Mark Anthony. It wasn't none of my preteen business though, to be 100% honest with you. But I was kind of shocked. I ain't gonna lie. I love these brushes from e.l.f. because, like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't know what I be doing. I just be winging it. But look, they have the, can you see? They have the, let me see. Like, what the brush is for. Is it upside down? Oh, my bad. It's upside down. Okay. It has, like, what the brush is for on there. Can you see it? Let me see. I'm trying to get in the camera properly. Yeah, so it says like eyeshadow, so I know what to use the brush for, because that used to always be my issue, is that and this is not sponsored, I'm just, you know, telling y'all real life stuff. But yeah, I never knew like what brush to use. I was just winging it, I promise you. And then I'm a Cricut crackhead, so if you don't, well, let me I call it a Cricut crackhead, but I'm a Cricut crackhead. I love Cricut. So before I even bought the brushes, I was like, you know what, because they used to be on the packaging sometimes, so I was like, I'm gonna just make Cricut stickers for my brushes, so now I know, you know, what brush to use for what. And then e.l.f. came through with the lick, so I didn't even have to do that extra work, and I'm happy about it. But I was ready. So yeah, So anyways, J.Lo putting on for the hot girls. Not you back with Ben though. I'm here for it right after A-Rod. I'm here for it. I'm here for Ben and Jen. I think it's cute. I think Jennifer, she has made her mark. You know, she is legendary. She a legend. And one thing about J.Lo is she not gonna stay nowhere she not happy. But I want to know what's in the sauce, sis, because I want my summers to be popping like you. So if you could just put out a master class on like where you finding all these husbands with your fine self, I would really appreciate it. Because I think just being for me personally, and speak on it in the comments if you will, please. I would love to hear it. Me being a professional, a black woman, a single mother, it has been difficult to date, and a lot of it is me, but some of it is just not. Look, accountability. I gotta take accountability. But yeah, no, some of it is me, but some of it is not. But I think it's just really hard because I just have so much going on, and I don't like my time to be wasted. I just really don't. And so I'm not here for it, and I'm not going for it, and that's just what it's gonna be. And then also, I think one thing about me is that because I've been hustling and bustling and thugging it for so long, I'm so used to spoiling myself and taking care of myself and things like that. And so it's almost like I'm in a space where I just want to enjoy life, right? All the pressures and this and that, like I just want to enjoy life. So for me, like when I meet a dude, I'm like, I don't want to play the pretend talking stage. Let's do some stuff we really do. Let's go on a trip, because that's what I like to do. I like to travel. Let's go on an adventure. Let's go hiking. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Like the typical take me to dinner, this, that, and the third. It's very nice and all, but like that's not what gets me excited. I feel like get to know me in the environment that you're really comfortable in the space you're really comfortable in, right? And then I'm more of an adventure person than I am a romance person. I prefer adventure. So with that being said, I would prefer for a person who was pursuing me or was interested in pursuing me to take me on an adventure. Take me skydiving, or you know, take me on a boat or something for the first date. That's something I would like to do. And I think I'm just now learning that about myself too. That's one thing too about dating. It's like we gotta be open and honest. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Kevin Samuels, okay, so I don't really listen to him as much, but I've been hearing his name in the grapevine about what he's saying, and I'm a fan of I'm Wine with Tasha K. I love her. Cause she just keep it, she's so blunt, and she is honest about her opinion. That's one thing. And so one thing she was saying was like, this is how men really think, this is how men really talk, or whatever. And like, he do come off blunt. From the few little clips I've heard of what he does come off real blunt and low-key disrespectful sometimes. But it's like, y'all be calling the show, y'all call knowing what to expect, and he's just telling you how it is. It's almost like the subconscious thoughts of a man, because we talk about dudes, females, women, we talk about men just as rugged ourselves sometimes, just as real ourselves. And I think it's just been this expectation of like what you want a man to do for you, but sometimes we gotta look at ourselves, right? Okay, so I feel like women, we discuss men just in a similar vulgar manner sometimes, and I think we need to be honest about that. But I think that I don't always agree with what he says, but I think that his opinion is from the outside looking in, and maybe that's why men and women, especially, I'm gonna say especially for my culture, for black people, that's why we need to have more conversation and communication. Because I think the miscommunication is you have this outside world expectation of what other other people are supposed to be and how other people are supposed to treat us and how relationships are supposed to be. But we've never had a real conversation about what the next person wants or desires or how they feel about a certain thing. Women, we be expecting men to read our mind a lot of time. That's a lot of work. But then we don't want to read our man's mind. That's a lot of work. You know what I mean? We want, you know, men to provide and do this, that, and the third. And, you know, I think that that's perfectly fine. I think that's okay if he's in position to provide. But are you in position to serve as well? Because service is a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being in a relationship is a lot. It's all cute and stuff when you're in your early 20s, early relationships, you know what I mean, and you're just learning how to date, and you know, the relationship is just dinners and family parties and meeting friends and stuff like that. That's cool until you get home and your man wants you to cook and clean and, excuse me, do a whole bunch of other stuff, balance the checkbook, take care of the bills. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And one thing, like, for me, I could say my ex, he was a provider, but he couldn't do nothing else. He would pay all the bills. You want to go dinner, cool, whatever you want to eat, that's done the third. But he wasn't doing nothing else. Like, I would be like, bro, you see me go to work all day. Like, I'm coming home, I'm breastfeeding the baby. Like, and I'm walking around with an attitude like, dang, you couldn't wash the dishes. Or I come home and after working all day too, and you can't do the dishes after dinner or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, these were conversations we never had. And so because I don't even know who that is. But because we kept carrying on in our relationship the way we were carrying on, he didn't think it was nothing wrong with it. So I'm walking around with attitude, slamming doors, having a little baby temper tantrum, and he like, girl, what's wrong with you? You live in a nice place, nicer than anybody you know. You eat whatever you want. You get gifts, you know, this, that, and the third. You got an attitude for what? And I didn't have the balls to say, because I want you to wash the dishes. Because that's what it came down to. I want you to wash the dishes after I cook because I'm tired. Right? I didn't cook. I didn't make plates. I didn't prep. I didn't breastfeed. I ate. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to wash the dishes. I could never have the balls to say that until after we had broke up and we had a conversation about it. And it was like, actually not too long ago, me and my son's dad, we had I call him my baby daddy. But yeah, so me and my baby daddy, we had a whole conversation of kind of about like what went wrong when we were together. Like, that's crazy, you know. We were so close, and then, you know, I mean, he did a lot of foul stuff in between, but it was just like, where did things break down? And when it came down to it, it broke down via communication. We were not communicating. So when we actually talked about it, and obviously this was years later, but when we actually spoke about it, we both were saying the same thing. We both had the same issues and we both wanted the same thing, but we didn't know how to communicate about it. But because of how we were raised, we had all these expectations about how one person was supposed to act versus the other person, what one person's responsibility was, this, that, and the third. And so we expected each other to know things about each other that we never spoke about. And I think that's a lot of the issue for my generation today, is that we watch too much TV, we see too many memes, you know, and we forget about, that's my phone quacking. We forget about real life and what's required in real life for relationships to work. That's my relationship rant for today. My bad, y'all. I didn't know I was gonna go there, but it just went there. So that's where we're going. But that's my gem for today. Maybe I'll give some more. Tell me if y'all like that, because I might give some more later. I learned a lot. Once me and my boyfriend or my ex-boyfriend, me and my baby daddy broke up, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. And I haven't dated since. I haven't had a boyfriend since. I have tried to talk to people, but my baby daddy made it real hard. But it's okay. I'm gonna get it together one day. Somebody gonna come through, and somebody gonna come through and love on me one of these days. But until then, I'm gonna go ahead and love on myself. But yeah, so what else? Oh, leave Scott Peterson alone. So I don't know if y'all up on this, but I am. I love trials. Like, that's something that I watch in my free time, my spare time. Excuse me, my spare time. I grew up on court TV. While some of y'all grannies was watching stories and General Hospital and stuff like that, my granny was watching court TV. So I grew up on court TV, and that is like my version of stories today. So I love court trials. And one trial that's been up in the news, or one case that has been in the news recently, is Scott Peterson. Leave him alone, because I don't think he killed his wife. And I know that's unpopular opinion, but I don't think that he killed his wife. I just think the circumstances were very unfortunate, and he had the coldest coinkydink in the world. And that's what I'm gonna say about that. But I really don't think he killed his wife. But anyway, so Scott Peterson has been on death row for almost 20 years, I want to say. And if the pictures that they're showing in the news, hold up. If the pictures that they're showing of Scott in the news are like how he looked now, he aging well. Let's start there. But his death sentence was overturned, so I am happy about that. I'm not a death penalty advocate. Even though I am like a pro-prosecution type person, I'm not really with the death penalty. I've just seen too many innocent people be executed. I've read too many cases where the courts have been okay with innocent people being executed. Not so much being okay, but they have ruled in favor of innocent people being executed, and I don't like it. So, but I am happy his death penalty was overturned, and so I guess we're gonna see what happens next. I'm reading a book that his attorneys wrote, his trial attorneys wrote, and they spill the beans a little bit about his case too. So that made me also really question whether or not Scott Peterson is guilty, and I don't think he is. Hold that thought. Time out. Okay, so I'm about to show y'all in like 30 seconds how easy it is to apply Beehive & Co lashes. The prettiest thing ever. These are the lashes. Look at that. Boom. I wore them already. But yeah, ready? 30 seconds or less. Let's do it. Can you see me? Okay. Yeah. Y'all will not believe, my SD card ran out of memory like right towards the end of the last segment. So yeah, I had to fix all that. So anyways, I'm almost done with my look. How did I do? How did I do, guys? How did I do? Let me know in the comments below. I told you I'm not a makeup artist, but I do know about lashes. These will be available on my website this week, so please go check it out. It's beehiveco.com. I will have a link down in the description box. Yeah, I got stuff going on. Okay, I'm excited. I'm really excited. But yeah, so these are my Savage lashes. Savage. They're actually my favorite because they're a little dramatic, but they're not like over the top. So yeah, I love these. I love these. Oh my gosh. So I love these lashes. Anyways, they're like the go-to look for me. But yeah, check out my website, beehiveco.com. If you're not following me on social media, follow me on Instagram. I am legally hype. Twitter, same thing. I am legally hype. I'm just now building up my social media. So yeah, follow me over there. Show some support for your girl. Get to know me. Let's do it. But yeah, that is the end of our conversation for today. I need to put some lip gloss on and some lipstick, but I know the video gonna cut off soon, so I ain't even gonna hold you. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Like I said, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, holla at me, give me some ideas, give me some suggestions on what to watch this summer, because I don't have school, so I want to watch stuff. And like, even though I'm not in school, I have non-stop emails and text messages. So with that being said, let me get back to work, y'all. I'm about to put my little lip, let me put my little lipstick on, little lipstick. Should I do purple? Ooh, okay, I'm gonna do this one today. I love this lipstick. It's called Model Behavior. Yes, so that's the vibes for today. Model Behavior. There we go. So this is my quick hot girl mommy look with my Model Behavior lipstick. And now I'm off and I'm ready to slay the day. So thank you for joining me, and I'm going for real this time because I done said bye like 17 times. Bye.